it's game week. It's exciting to focus down and really, get ready for an opponent. We've been going at each other a lot. We kind of started working against Coastal last week with the Chanticleers. I've made sure. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. To get ready for them, it's kind of the good and the bad of what we know. What we know about them is all good, in that they're a very good football team. If you look at what they've done in the last 4 to 5 years, they've been a perennial playoff team. They're coming off another good year last year, and that's all good. The other side, we really, being a new year with a new defensive coordinator and a new quarterback, you're not 100% sure as to what they're going to do. I think there's more adjusting takes place in the first game than any other game of the year. We're doing a lot of guesswork. They are very similar to us in that they're a one-back offense with a very good running back coming back, and they'll feed off of that. And they're a four-man front, 4-2-5, very similar to what we do. So we get a lot of carryover as far as formations go. Each teams will try to do different things to each other out of those formations. That's what we'll have to spend this week doing, a lot of guesswork with prepping. But very good opponent. Talk about who we can get into Beaumont to play. This is as good opponent as we brought in non-conference since we brought it back, and we're very excited. A very good opening game and a very big challenge. Well, they got offensively, they got 4 of the starting 5 offensive linemen back, so you could just stop right there. When you have that much experience back, you can be good at doing a lot of things because you can protect and you can run the football. But they got arguably as good a running back in the country. We kind of think we do too. I think both of them shared a lot of the All-American teams last year together. So they're going to come in here with a very potent, very experienced running attack. They do have a number of their receivers back. They will be playing with a quarterback. This will be his first college start. That could be good and bad. I mean, they could have a guy that can really light it up, or they could have a guy that they're not going to make him try to win the game on his own and really feed off the running game. You don't know. You'd have to see when they get in here. But they bring a lot of people back on the offensive side of the ball, and they're going to have a new quarterback. Defensively, Mickey Matthews has been around for a long time. He's done a lot of his coaching. I think he's from Texas, and I've known Mickey 30 years. He's been a very successful head coach at the FCS level, and he's taken over the defense this year. And we're doing some guesswork on what he's done in the past. That doesn't mean he's going to do it again. So we could have some adjustment to be doing our offense against their defense, but he'll have them ready to play. And then Devin Brown is as good a receiver / kickoff returner in the country. He's an All-American coming back, so they got the return game in good shape. They're just an overall good, solid football team. I have. We addressed some things, and it was more from inexperience than anything else. And I think we've cut back on some things to where we could rep other things more. I thought maybe we may have overloaded them a little bit. We've taken some things out and culled back and simplified some things this week, and it really showed up. I like the way we're running around, flying around, and I think the only thing I saw late in the week, we've really been going at each other, and we're kind of ready to go at somebody else. We're ready to play a game. From a coaching standpoint, I want this another week of prep, but from a player standpoint, I think they're ready to play. Well, I hope that the fan base and excitement's there. I know our team is. If they can match our team's excitement, it'll be sky high. And when you play a team that's this good, your first game, it's very easy to motivate your team to practice. I mean, they understand how good we're going to have to be to have an opportunity in this ball game, because this is by far the best home game starting of the season, non-conference opponent that we've brought in here. And they're very good, and they speak for themselves. You just, like the things I just repeated, you just look at what they've done and what they got back, and we're excited. And if our fans are wanting to see a good football game against a good football team, they're going to see one Saturday. Well, we knew that when the season was over last year, and we knew that all spring and all camp that people are going to have a better plan, or they're going to spend more time developing a plan to stop or slow down Cade in our running game. In order for us to combat that, we're going to have to be able to throw the football and keep them off of us, or we'll just see a lot of 8, 9-man fronts and a bunch of blitzes and everybody in our face if we can't. And we know that going in, and that's been a point of emphasis for our offense. To do that, we need to be able to run the ball and throw the football. We have to be able to throw it more effectively than we did last year, and it's been addressed, and it's still a work in progress, but I'd like to think that we're further along than we were. I came out of camp with some confidence in offensive line-wise. This is as too deep, as experienced, and as deep as we've been. We've got a lot of those top 8 to 10 players are very interchangeable. There's not any drop-off when they're in and out. That being said, probably the only player up front that's not healthy right now is Brett Treadway, and he's got mono. How much strength he has back by Saturday, we'll see, but he's been in bed, and it's a contagious thing, so we've been kind of keeping him away. Other than that, we're 100%. And then the most encouraging part has been how the depth that we have developed on the defensive line. We now have 8 to 10 guys over there that are all playing about the same, which is great, because then when you can do that, and being a defensive lineman, when you have not had that depth, you try to play to conserve your energy because you're going to be out there and you don't want to get wore out, and you end up not playing reckless and playing as wild and playing as fast as you can. When you know if you do that and you get gassed, another guy's going to come in for you, you tend to turn it loose more. So we can do that because we can roll guys in and out and stay fresh, and that's something I think will really you'll see from the first game. But I think as the season goes on and we get a nick here and a nick there up front, we won't see a drop off in our line play, and that's something that's very encouraging.